It hits you all of a sudden. In the pit of your mind, something isn't right. And some days, you're happily surrounded by friends. In most days, you just want to leave and go somewhere that's quiet and dark, consumed by your own darkest mind. I am Cara Fuentes, and this is my story of finding peace in the depths of my darkest mind.
Kara, na?
Ma?
Anong nangyari?
Ma, parang may sumusunod sa akin, ma.
Kara, nak, umuwi ka na rito. Huwag mo nang pansinin yan.
Yes po.
Her mom patiently said, "They think something's not right with her. They have inspected all the time and already asked a few numbers of people to confirm all the situations claimed by their daughter. Also, this is not the only situation that's quite concerning. Even at any place or school, in particular, she always has unusual beliefs about it and she's strongly held."
Pang, yung Kara natin.
Mang, kailangan pa ba natin paniwalaan yan? Alam naman natin na napakasafe dito sa lugar natin at isa pa, kilala tayo dito at hindi nila tayo magagalaw ng basta-basta.
Pero what if totoo na yun?
Sige. Pupuntahan ko na lang siya para malaman ko kung anong totoo. At huwag mo na lang sabihin na pupuntahan ko siya.
On the other hand, Kara was rapidly walking. People, especially who knew about her, were quite confused with her actions, because even them can tell them something's wrong with her for the past few months and that she just got worse and worse each day. They haven't spoken anything with regards to that, since they were somehow afraid to be told and they're making stories or that they are slandering Kara.
Nak! Ako to, papa mo!
Susunod sa akin, gusto akong kunin.
Hindi ka lang ba?
Tulungan mo ako.
May sugat ka ba? Sana masakit?
Kara started to shiver in fear. Everyone who were there thought like it was a joke. They could never understand what's happening to Kara. The accident seemed to have been set aside and was switched to a different situation.
Punta natin mama mo. Tara.
Kara just stood up and followed his words as if she was so frightened and was bowling in fear a while ago. From then on, he knew Kara needs help.
Anak, pantayin mo lang kami dito yung papa, ha? Good afternoon, Dog.
Hey, good afternoon. Here.
Thank you po.
So, are you Mr. and Mrs. Fuentes?
Yes, so Mr. and Mrs. Fuentes, what Cara has been experiencing is a warning signs of psychosis, and that Cara may have had one of the psychotic episodes during situations that would happen yesterday. So ma'am, I will just give a brief explanation about this. So psychosis is a condition where someone experiences reality differently. So that is why Cara is experiencing delusions, hallucinations, because that is part of the symptoms of psychosis. And also disorganized thinking and speech. So I believe these are all manifested by Cara from what we have found out.
Ano po ba yung mga posibleng dahilan bakit nagkakaganyan yung anak namin? Sa pagkakalam ko po, wala naman pong mga problema o komplikasyon sa pagpapalaki namin sa kanya. Wala naman pong naging problema. Saka kung baalan ko, napakalusog, mabait, may respeto sa kapwa. At wala po akong maisip na dahilan kung bakit nagkakaganyan yung anak namin. Ano po bang maaaring o dahilan bakit nagkakaganyan?
Sir, there can be no specific causes to pinpoint how this condition may be developed. But there are several theories that prove that psychosis may be a result from complex combination of genetic risk, as well as differences in the brain development of the person. And also, most of all, sometimes child experience traumatizing situations, also exposure to stress. I think you should create an opportunity to have a personal conversation with your daughter, so that would greatly help Farah. And also, because sometimes teenagers, they are hesitant to share their feelings, their experiences to you because they are afraid that you might judge them. So the better way to do is to go to talk with your daughter, have personal conversation with her. That would greatly help you. Ma'am, Mr. Fuentes, I also want to clarify that psychosis is a symptom, not an illness. So this is just an initial diagnosis, so we are still looking for a factor that these symptoms may be connected to schizophrenia or psychotic disorder due to the signs manifested to her. So I know this situation could be stressing to you, mom, sir, to both of you as parents. But please, Kara needs your help more than anything. So we will do our best to make Kara do better. And also, we'll be at her side always. So please never give up on her. She needs you. And also, although I know a lot of time has passed, nothing is too late for help. So I will refer to mental health team as an early intervention support for her. And also, I will place her to antipsychotic medications to ease her conspiracies and also her delusions. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
Kara heard a knock. She knew it's time to talk about it. Kara was still hesitant to open the door. Once she opened it, she doesn't know what comes next.
Kara, anak,
But she
we
welcomed
really suggest na kailangan natin sundin yung referral ng doktor mo. We need your help.
Ma, hindi ako baliw.
Of course, no, anak. It's just something about your condition na kailangan natin malaman. Kaya, please, do it for us and for yourself, anak.
Kung iniisip mo na kinakaya ka namin, nagkakamali ka. Dito lang kami lagi ng mama mo. Sasamahan ka namin at susuportahan natin lahat ng mga puso mo.
Totoo ba? Hindi niyo ako kinakaya.
Hindi yan. Dito lang kami lagi ng mama mo.
So Kara attended all that has been referred to help her develop more in coping with her condition and get better with it. For several situations, it was confirmed that she is diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder.
Di ba siya yung baliw? Baliw! Siya nga! Baliw ka! Baliw!
However, her condition may have quite subsided, but her environment situations may haven't got better at all.
Jessica!
Okay ka lang? Mag-iingat ka pag uwi. Bye!
Kara brushed it off and walked straight home. She felt that something again isn't right.
salamat.
She was alone. It was 3 p.m., too early for her to be there, but since they didn't have class onwards for this day, she decided to just be at home. Kara finds it peaceful when she's just alone at home. She tries hard to really enjoy the shortest freedom she could get without her parents in the house. After that medical situation they faced with the family last year, her parents were indeed there throughout her recovery process. They've tried so hard to keep her company and not let her be alone. She was just thankful to them, but she also really enjoys much of having her me time in those times. Also, until now. That shout made Kim and Kara stop. They instantly looked at who shouted and Kara's mom crying in so much fear. And her father also came into view with complete shock in what he had witnessed. Kara looked at Kim again to see her reaction, and then she saw no one. Kara's parents saw all of it: confusion, fear, sadness. Then a hint of realization occurred to their minds. It's still there. It was never gone.
We're really sorry. Ngayon lang namin nalaman na umansa ko lang hindi iniinom ni Kara yung mga gamot niya. Kasi alam niya na okay na siya. Kasalanan niya namin kasi hindi naman siya nagantay ng maayos.
Yes, ma'am, I understood the situation. Since her condition is severely should implication of self-harm, we really advise to Kara that she should be confined in one of our facilities to be closely monitored by our supervisions. And however, your consent is still highly needed in this process.
Makakaroon sa amin doon sa space sa
Yes, sir. This is what we are doing. We are working on the still
Kara was admitted to the facility proceeded for her recovery. After 5 years, I am now here attending to my class. I am now a teacher in a SPED school with my favorite students I devoted my passion to. I am now better. After the severe psychosis I had, I was able to make a good recovery in hospital treatment. All thanks to the professionals who've helped me all the way, and most especially to my parents who never left me through it all. Through all of my personal undertakings, I think sometimes it's quite good to look at the world in the different perspectives. Normality has now become so underrated. Often, we needed some spice in our lives to get the push that we strive to be in a rightful place that we are now. I had dipped my toes back into the waters of I was from back then. I have learned that it is important to acknowledge those periods of hopelessness, to accept what's on out and within us. My hope are my students. I strive hard to be a prime example for them. We continue to live in the environment without completely knowing what it has in store for you. Things may come and go, even with the least expected ones we thought that is never going to happen to us, and that the reality we know is sometimes far more different from what it seems. From all the people out there, live your life. Go. And action.
Just to go yun, po, kasi otso pa lang. Mugo na?
Start.
Just to go.
Action. Okay, go.
Wala, karawag na po ni.
Another. And action.
Yes po.
Due to what happened yesterday. Gusto ba ito last?
Ano, Juwet?
Thank you for watching!
Wrap, 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 wrap.